Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nuggets Hustle. I am with my good buddy Leo. Leo,
My man.
um, we've been since we last talked, we went 4-3.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna tell me some things here quickly about the teams we lost to. Lakers, Celtics, Bucks.
You know,
Like what do they have in common?
res respectable squads.
Yeah.
What do they all have in common? It was
Playoff teams.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. I was gonna say superstars.
Yeah.
They all have superstars,
Yeah.
multiple superstars. Well, that's not maybe not the Bucks,
They got
uh
they got a freak.
the Celtics have yeah. The Celtics have a superstar on the bench in Peyton Pritchard, man. That's
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tough squads. Respectable squads, but squads we should be, in my opinion, Donnie.
Agreed. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about everything from the past, whatever, and
Man,
coming forward. You ready?
let's do it, man. Let's bring it in.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Nuggets Hustle. Leo, let's start out with I mentioned, we went 4-3. We lost to the Lakers, Celtics, Bucks, but we got wins against the Suns last night, Kings, Pacers, Pistons. However, I don't feel great, buddy.
No, these are teams that down the stretch you need to beat
Hmm.
to secure that two spot. I think the number one is out of reach
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But we need to get that number two simply because we know that whoever we play will be tough. But I don't want the last two rounds in the West to be 7 game series because we will simply just be too tired, I think, for a tough, hard fought finals,
Hmm.
let alone getting to a conference finals.
Yep.
So, um, the higher seed you get, what should be
Yep.
easier competition. So, I'm, I'm just the complete basketball is lacking.
Yes.
The offense, man, we can score the crap out of the basketball.
Yeah,
We
we
can
can.
score it, and we play defense.
Yeah.
That is all we do.
Hmm.
We just play it. We
Yeah.
don't make the extra effort.
Not successfully.
It's yeah. It's like the part of the job that everyone has a job in life. We all have to make money. We all have to have an occupation. We have to pay for bills, things like that.
Hmm.
That is how we treat defense, like the part of the job that we hate.
Yep.
And it shows.
It does show. It does show. Speaking of defense, I want to talk about the Lakers. Okay. Ever since that game, things have shifted dramatically.
We are no longer their daddy here.
Yes.
We are, if anything, a weird cousin.
So the Lakers, I said, have found the prime finder.
The prime finder. Oh, Donnie, I hate you for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? They've been in the past, a lot of conversation around Nikola Jokic was, do you double? Do you not double? Right? But that's when he catches the ball.
Mhm.
I mean, it's funny because like it's crazy how long it took teams to figure this out because it's so simple.
It's
Just
obvious.
don't let him catch.
No.
So double him from the start
Yep.
and let other people beat you. I mean, I've noticed you even mentioned after that game, you're like, well, why not have him bring it up?
Mhm.
And ever since then, I've noticed teams when he does do that, they're full court pressing him.
Yep.
So how do we fix this?
I'm okay if centers want to press him full court by all means.
100%.
Because we saw it led to a few fouls.
Mhm.
But also that's going to tire him out.
Yeah.
And other teams can deal with a very tired out center. We cannot deal with a tired out center.
Yep.
So we have to ask others to step up.
Mhm.
And not ask, it's got to be a demand. It's either a do or don't play type of deal.
Mhm.
And I think maybe uh, sometimes I don't know if going through him is our it overall it is our best option.
Yeah.
However, every trip down the floor early in the game, maybe we need to lay off it a little bit simply because he maybe needs rest even while he's playing.
Yeah.
You know he's going to clean up a rebound.
Yeah.
So let him do that.
Yeah.
But also
And you can get the other guys going.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think when in transition, we need to get him the ball, let him bring it up
Mhm.
because I don't see a center. I don't know a center in the league that can find him in the open court.
Agreed.
There isn't one. But we need more consistent aggression from Jamal Murray
Yes.
and better shooting from MPJ.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon, though.
Yeah. You want to jump to that? Let's talk about it.
We don't have to.
No,
What are your thoughts? How do we solve how do we keep Nikola from becoming the actual Magic Johnson?
I really want to come up with like some tactical scheme. I am not um narcissistic enough to think that I can outthink JJ Redick. However, I do think Michael Malone can. And this is coming from the coaching staff, dude.
We have 14 coaches.
Yes. Like, and I also don't know how we don't have this figured out by now.
Mm-hmm.
I understand one game. I even understand two games. Okay. This is clearly the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
This will be every single game for the rest of the season. We didn't see it much last night and against the Suns as much as the other games.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to a series, yeah, it's going to be every possession.
Yeah.
So how are we going to figure this out?
I think at least in the post, when they double in the post, everyone has to either backside has to cut or one backside guy has to cut while another needs to shift somewhere on the 3-point line. And then the front side guard has to shift down to the baseline three. I don't know what else. Like you can't stand.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I have vivid memories of my uncle and youth basketball.
Yeah.
When we were playing, he would just stomp his foot and quit standing. and I was like, we aren't, and we were.
We were.
And I see it and I see it, and that's it. Not to say that it's like Nicole is playing with children, but sometimes it feels that way.
It feels that way.
And I feel like we are doing a better job of off-ball movement.
Yes.
But again, offense isn't the problem.
Yeah.
So but it's
so. So speaking of that rotation, this man has to play. You know who I'm going to say. Leo, look at me.
Hunter Tyson. Absolutely. I could not agree more. I don't know why he's not getting time.
Two first names, baby.
Yeah, Dario Saric. I know.
He has to play. Zeke has to play.
He has to play if he's going to play like he thinks he should play.
Yeah, I've noticed more confidence. Like,
gosh, man, when he plays like he believes he should be there.
Yeah.
And that's so weird because I feel like we're like dad saying that to a kid, like, hey, buddy, just believe in yourself and you're gonna be the best and you can succeed. And in the back of your mind, you're like, this kid's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But
that was how I felt earlier this year.
But with him, it is strictly mentality.
Yeah.
He has all the tools, and when he wants to use them in an emphatic fashion, man, he is dangerous.
Oh yeah.
And I'm okay with stupid mistakes at 100%.
Me too.
When he's second guessing himself, or like Christian Brown does with the three sometimes, it's frustrating.
Yep.
But Zeke does have to play. I was wrong about him.
Oh yeah.
Not in the sense that I'm still down. Anyone.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. I'm only gonna let you finish that because we weren't wrong about him.
No,
we weren't wrong. We are Nuggets fans. When we talk bad about the Nuggets, people think that we're trying to downgrade. We're trying to what's the word? Degrade them. No. You and I want a Nuggets championship every single year, every year. Okay. And to do that, we need our players to be playing the best. Now, if you truly looked at the work that he had shown us up to about a month ago,
we were fed up.
Yeah. Anyone would say, hey, yeah, maybe let's move this man along.
Yeah.
But
he keeps playing like this.
Keeps playing like this.
Sign him again.
Yes.
I mean, like he is a truly different player.
Yeah.
I
noticed last night he missed a lob from I think Joker, and in the past, dude, I would have seen him sulk.
Yeah.
He just clapped his hands and then ran back on defense. And you could see on his face, he's like, "That's all right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the next one."
Yeah.
That's a huge change because he clearly has the physical ability. He's talented from what you hear.
He can shoot.
He could shoot, man. Like that's so big in today's game. Absolutely. Being a threat. But yeah, Zeke Naji, in my opinion, he has to play. I think he has to be a part of this playoff rotation.
Oh, agree. Oh, no. Yeah, I am sold. I am.
Yeah.
And if not because, yeah, we don't have anyone better. It's just he is a monster, and he's a noticeable presence
Yes.
when the Zeke switch is turned on.
Dude, he might be our best defender.
Yeah, he got scored on a couple times by Kevin Durant.
I mean,
exactly, but they were also bad shots.
Yeah,
but they weren't.
They're
They were Kevin Durant shots.
Kevin Durant's, yeah.
And he only had what, like 25?
Yeah.
Under his average.
Yeah,
there we go.
Right? Yeah, man. Like we're talking about one of the greatest scorers of all time.
Agree. Yeah, I mean, he can do it all.
Yeah,
he can do it all.
But yeah,
he had a nasty dunk last night.
Oh yeah, he did. Just under the hoop.
Yeah,
then,
I clapped. It was cool. We were up 10.
So yeah. Okay. Any last thoughts on Zeke?
No, I'm a big fan of Zeke now.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm expecting.
Yes,
I'm expecting
upward
to keep
trajectory.
Going. I'm not expecting a plateau.
Yep.
And if you dip, I swear, Zeke,
we got our pitchforks.
You are not a long-term investment to me. No, I'm very happy for him, and I'm happy for the way he's playing.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned the shooting, right? And how important that is. So let's talk about AG.
Man,
last night, oh my goodness.
He could have kicked the ball.
When did we sign Steph? Yeah.
He could have kicked it.
He could have headbutted it in. He could have done anything.
He could have shot it left-handed.
Have you seen Luck of the Irish?
Oh,
Disney Channel.
Of course, only 1,000 times.
Right? Like that last when he slaps it in. That was Eric Gordon last night.
That's the Disney basketball movies are the most ridiculous representations of the sport, but they are fun. They are great. They are so fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, Luck, you just took me back. Oh my goodness.
Great movie. Okay, so AG, do you know what percentage he shot from 3 last year? I'll give you a guess.
I would guess 31.
Lower.
No. Was he in the 20s?
High 20, 29.
29.
What do you think he's shooting at this moment right now?
Ooh, for this year?
Yeah.
35.
Higher.
No. 37.
Higher.
38.
Higher.
38.5.
Jump to the 40s.
No.
Yeah.
He's in the 40s
this
year?
44% three-point percentage as of today. Eric Gordon is Steph Curry in a man's body.
He's been watching Luck of the Irish, bro. He's been watching Luck of the Irish. He knows what's up. He's shooting 44 from 3.
Yeah.
You made that up.
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. Because last night before that crazy game he had, shooting 41%. And then I knew that crazy game would increase the percentage, especially because he's played a little bit less this year because of injuries. But nonetheless, I mean, the guy goes 4 for 4 to start last night. And it wasn't like he was just shooting wide open corner threes. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them was. But I mean, the guy was like, pulling. You're giving me a yard here? Like, I'm going to pull up.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to pay for that.
Yeah.
If he continues that contract that we signed him to now is a absolute deal.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he was helping us out in the first place, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to degrade that the contract would have been bad. I'm just saying he's big rebounder, big defensive presence, huge when it comes to working that not 2-man game, but that short corner.
Yeah.
Type.
Yeah.
I forgot what they call it, the dunker spot.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Something you and I can never do.
It's fun to watch.
AG, he's added another level of being a threat, right?
Oh yeah.
Now I want to play something for you real quick.
What are you gonna gift Aaron Gordon? I can't bring people back from the dead.
Yeah.
So don't. I'm gonna draw lines.
I'll say a 3-point shot above 45%.
I love that. A 3-point shot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen worse. Like, it's just, imagine if he could all of a sudden become this huge 3-point threat, then he is a threat everywhere on the floor.
100%.
You know?
I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to complete the whole thing because I listened to it and we took forever. But you agree with me.
Okay.
We agree. So you and I, we're taking credit right now.
Hey, no, I'm not taking any credit, man.
All you kids out there that doesn't think Santa is real, Santa delivered to AG this year.
Yeah, he did. Oh my goodness, he gave him the milk and the cookies.
Yes.
All right, that is crazy.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude. So
Donny, good call.
he's jumped 15% already.
Oh, man.
I'm assuming it'll fluctuate obviously between the now and the end of the year, but my goodness.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's like
It's
like his field goal percentage when he went from Orlando to here.
that's true. Yeah.
Which you and I have talked in the past.
We
It
have.
was crazy, but he's also just literally dunk lays or lay dunks or,
Yeah. The dunks.
Le dunks. But now you add that 3-point. The one thing that has me concerned about it, I don't want him to rely on that. Still,
Oh, yeah. The bully ball mentality needs to
Yeah.
be the first
agreed.
line of defense.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's best at.
Yeah,
And that's what won us a championship.
exactly.
But I agree. But man, what a sweet little weapon.
I know. Right. Like last night, dude, I was just like, what is happening? And then it kept happening.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, maybe this is real.
This is the normalcy.
Yeah. He's used
If
that.
he shot 75% from 3, is that right? 6 for 8
I think so, yeah.
or
He was,
7 for
it
9
was,
or
it
something
was
like that?
high last night.
Yeah. He was
Otherworldly. Yeah.
he was insane. Yeah. I
Amazing. AG,
He
keep it
just-
up. You're
and-
welcome.
and he wasn't the only one who shot the ball well, but I started the game late.
hmm
By the way, thanks for the hookup.
Oh, yeah, man.
And by the time we got on, I got a text from you saying AG 4 for 4. And I'm thinking free throws. I'm like, cool, man. Sweet. I'm glad he's doing his job. And turns out it's from 25 feet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So and we're up by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think he touched. Yeah, that was the problem. Okay. So 2 more things I want to get to quick. Defense.
Okay.
Our pick and roll defense is, in my opinion, the primary problem.
Yeah. Here's the problem is that our center cannot get into foul trouble. So if he shows too much,
Mhm.
and he's not the one that I think is the issue here,
Mhm.
but if he shows too much and gets caught on an island or gets caught, on a hard take, he can't commit a foul.
Yeah.
He can't. He cannot be in foul trouble. It is.
And he knows that. He's smart.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Yeah.
the dunks that he just gives away.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's fine.
That's fine.
If there's a minute left and the game's tied, yes, challenge.
Yeah.
He's very first quarter, second quarter, third
Yeah.
quarter. He's very smart. He knows his value on this team,
Mhm.
not in a conceited way, but
Yeah.
like everyone knows it's
Yeah.
obvious. And like you're saying, a lot of the MVP talk and stuff that I just don't really care about. Everyone's like, oh, he's not a 2-way player. He's not great with defense. And I'm like, yeah, he's got great steals. Number 1.
And defensive rebounding.
Defensive
He's number
rebounding.
1, I think.
Yes. Is he a shot blocker? No, he never was a shot blocker.
Shot blocking leads to fouling.
Yes. Yes.
Which is stupid.
He's not Wemby.
No, yeah, he's not 7'9".
Yeah. And I think when you look at a team and what you bring, and this is one thing I think AG really understands. Nikola Jokic he brings so much to the offensive end,
Mhm.
so much more than I think any player maybe ever has.
Mhm.
What AG can't necessarily do that on the offensive end. He's great offensively, like we just talked about. His
Yep.
3-point shot, it's improving. But what else can he bring? These other players have to understand that, yes, Nicole is not the greatest defensive player ever to play this game. However, what are you going to bring? What do we need right now? We
Mhm.
need defense,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
Nicole, it's not like he's not trying. He's literally just isn't as athletic as some of these guys.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's just like, oh,
Yeah.
he cares.
And he relies on his height.
Yeah.
He knows that he can.
Yeah. Yeah. Size. And I mean,
He uses his hands the right way.
I just feel like it's got to come from others, and it's got to come from the coaching staff. Coaching staff has to, and you know this probably really well. Of like, in the locker room, you kind of have to develop that us versus the world mentality, right?
Yeah.
Getting everyone to buy in.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I just don't feel like Malone and the staff are really getting it done or getting that buy-in on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the screen and rolling stuff with every guard. It's like it's like they get thrown into the underground.
Oh man.
Like it's like straight into the matrix. I'm like, it's a
So
screen,
lost. They're
right?
so lost.
It's a screen. It's
Yeah.
coming. This is
Yeah.
the NBA. We know what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah. Jason Tatum's gonna pull up for a 3.
Yes. Like
Yeah,
you
That's
have
gonna happen.
to anticipate, fight through. Don't sit there. Like it's like it happens and they're stunned that it happened. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Nicola is clearly screaming out which way we're getting screened here.
Yeah.
open up.
Well, and also use your peripherals, like
Yeah.
use your ball awareness, use your non off ball awareness. Like it's
Because it's leading to all these open threes for other
Mhm,
teams. I
mhm,
mean, like,
mhm.
so now we got to rotate. Wide open corner three. It's the NBA.
Yeah.
They're going to hit it.
Well, and we're gonna live with that sometimes, but
Yep.
I would like to see real quick, going back to the shot blocking.
Yep.
The reason I'm not worried about Nicola being a shot blocker is A, because it gets you in foul trouble, first of all.
Mhm.
And B, well, I've seen Mike MPJ block shots. I've seen AG block shots.
Yep.
I've seen
Zeke.
Russell Westbrook, Zeke. Like
Mhm.
we have shot blockers.
Yep.
We don't need one from our best player.
Agreed.
We don't need to be, he doesn't need to be one.
When you put him in risk too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we've seen even from our guys, shot blocking leads to fouls.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. But I do appreciate the effort. So going back to the screen and roll, you are 100% right. That's our biggest issue. I would like to see on the screen, fight through it. Stop switching with everything and everybody. Fight through. And I'm okay with, I'm over here saying, no, we can't get in foul trouble. I'm okay with you letting a guard know that you're going to be in their hip by committing a very high
Yes.
backcourt, not even backcourt, but like close to the
Force them away from the hoop.
yeah. Well, and let them know that every time you try this, I'm going to hurt you.
Yes.
It's going to be painful.
Yes. There might be a Charlie horse on accident.
Yeah.
It might happen.
Yeah. At least I'm going to be here. I'm not, you don't have, I'm not going to give you a foot to think.
Yes.
And you can't give Jason Tatum 5 inches to think.
You
You
can't
can't.
any NBA player that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so then if you don't do that, then you're relying on a poor shooting night.
Mhm.
And Mike Malone said it best last night. Like if he were to give DPOG, it would be to Nicola, but when you give up 140, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, dude, that was
Nobody gets it. We can't give up 140.
Yep.
And we turned Zach LaVine into a first ballot. We, Jason who went off against us with the Celtics?
Pritchard.
Yeah, and JB.
JB.
Yeah,
JB had his way against Jamal.
Yeah, I will say I did like Jamal's defense more last night.
Okay.
He does get picked on, and he did get picked on, but I saw him get a little angry.
Yeah.
And I just need 48 minutes of that.
Have a little fight.
Mm-hmm. Not 4 to 8.
Dude,
I need 48.
That was only one person outside of this, two of us, is going to understand this. Mike Elric. He was what, 5'6"?
Yeah. Yeah. 5'7".
That man played like he was 7 foot.
Oh, yeah. He talked like it too. But yeah.
I mean, he had this fight in him where, most every guy he went against was bigger than him.
Yeah.
That didn't matter.
And when because you can get guys like that on your hip. You can get any guy on your hip, but you're going to think about them being behind you when you go to, my buddy, when you go to pull the trigger. And you know what that causes? Missed shots.
Yes.
It causes missed shots.
Mhm.
And so just more physicality.
Yes.
I'm not saying I don't want to be the bad boy Pistons. I don't want to go back to wrestling basketball from the 90s because that's what it was, man. It was wrestling.
Why not, man?
I'm kidding. I do want to start to build a reputation of we might fight at halftime.
Mhm.
We might fight at halftime.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Let's fight.
Yeah.
Effort,
want.
Yeah.
That drive to that guy's not going to beat me tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
We all need to play like Russ. Russ has sometimes with the turnovers, man. I'm like, what are we doing? But the mentality.
Yeah.
Russ gives it everything, and you can't hate that.
Yeah. Okay. I want to jump into kind of just the overall. Like we're talking, you touched on it a lot. I'm glad you did. The Celtics, the Lakers game, especially that Bucks game.
Yeah.
And even I would say, honestly, the only game that I felt like was a solid game during this 7-game stretch was the Pacers game.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pistons went as it should, so I feel like I can't even really analyze that. But that Kings game and the game last night against the Suns, those should have been Nicola sitting the whole entire fourth quarter.
Yeah. Instead, we put 20 minutes on his back.
Yep. How do we improve this? Is it effort?
we get up. We were up by 20 in both those games.
I think part of it's coaching and not knocking Mike. It's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because you got to make adjustments every game, and you got to make adjustments for the week or adjustments for where you are as a team.
Mhm.
I think we're still taking a lot of angry timeouts.
Yeah.
I think we're a team that can fight through a little bit more. But maybe I have no statistics to back that up. I have no idea. Like, if a team goes on a 6-0 run, what's the probability of them getting down by 8?
Yeah.
Without calling a timeout, or what is, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
But
it just
feels
that way.
It's a feel, and I
feels
feel
that
it
way.
too.
And it feels like we're taking the timeout because we're mad and sad. But also,
Sorry.
I don't think Nikola needs to play. I'm okay with him playing the fourth
Mhm.
if he doesn't play the whole third.
That's fair.
I'm like, if
those games.
if we're up by 10 at half, like going into the third,
Yeah.
and then he plays most of the third, and we're still up by 10 with 2 minutes. Well, we've made no improvement. Give him the rest of the quarter. Maybe we get down by 14, or
Mhm.
or whatever it is, or get up by, we're only up by 2 or 3 or whatever when he comes back in. But I think we can work breaks into the third quarter.
It's a good idea.
Maybe he doesn't need to play the whole first. We haven't had a whole lot of games this year, Donnie, where we're up by 30 in the first, or
Yeah.
up by, not by 30
Games that we experienced last year and the year before that.
Yeah, we're like, he doesn't even need to come back in the second quarter. He can wait till the third.
Right.
Go get him a cocktail.
Yeah.
Like, let him go watch a race.
Yeah.
I give him playtime with Tata. I just, but we haven't done that this year. I don't think, have we gone into a second quarter where we're like, he can sit for a while?
I honestly don't think so. We've struggled in first quarters this year. I think one game during the 7-game stretch, we had a really good first quarter.
Mhm.
But overall, when you look at the first quarter, we've been really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah. So I think that, and I don't know what his best quarter is. I bet it's pretty well peppered out, but I would be willing to bet his best quarter is the fourth.
Yeah.
Per minute.
Yeah.
Per minute. Because I know he plays less than the fourth, but I bet because he knows he has to be.
Yeah.
So why don't we just give him a little more rest time? And I know it's gonna kill us, maybe, but maybe it won't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are my ideas. We got to find ways.
And that's the thing. You don't have to change something, but if we're not at least thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
then there's no plan for change.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. We have to be ready. Just like with the doubling from that, JJ Redick started.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be willing. I mean, I'm shocked we didn't have something prepared during that game.
Same.
To me, a lot of this is falling on the coaching staff. Now, I'm not going to put all of this, because you and I mean, over the past month, actually last couple of weeks, we've been like, dude, this isn't good.
No,
we look like a first round exit right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes down to Nikola Jokic is going to do what he's going to do. Now, we need the rest of these guys to not be passengers.
Mm-hmm.
And to come along and run alongside Nikola rather than just like hoping he drags them along.
Yeah.
But then it also comes from the coaching staff.
Yeah.
You have to be ready. You're on the sideline. You are the mind behind this team. Help this team adjust to how the other team adjusts.
Mm-hmm.
It just bothered me in that Lakers game that we didn't have something at halftime, even to try. I'm not saying it's going to work, but even to try.
And more aggression at the rim. I didn't mention this earlier, but
Mhm.
man, aggression gives you space.
Yeah.
It gives you space.
Yeah.
And no matter which side of the end of the floor you're on, if offensively, if you're attacking the rim, it's going to open up a three.
Yep.
It's just going to happen.
Yeah. Guards don't like to be pressured.
Yeah. And if Nicole is doubled, maybe I'm bad at math, but that means that someone's probably open.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out here, Donnie, with my fingers, and I feel like there's an extra one that can go to basket.
Dude,
go to basket.
Go to basket. Christian Brown's like the only one that's learned that this year.
Yeah, Nicola will throw it up, floop-de-doo. He'll Chris Paul it because he can.
Yes.
I don't know.
And go to the basket. When you go to the basket, someone's going to try. And when someone tries to block your shot, they're out of position for rebounding, who's sitting there? Nikola Jokic,
Yep.
AG, MPJ.
Yep. Best hands in basketball.
Yes, it gives us an opportunity for a putback, which he's phenomenal at, right?
And when you go to basket and your teammate slides to baseline 3, Oh, dude, I don't know. Hey, that's hard to guard. It's really hard to guard that.
Yeah,
Especially-
we know that.
Kevin Durant did it to us to send it in overtime
He
last
did.
night.
He
Oh my
did.
God.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, was he open?
Of all the
Sorry.
guys.
I got a little off task. There.
All
My
the
bad.
guys. Yeah. No, it's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going forward, man, if we've got how many games left?
Too many, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. More and more I do this, I'm like,
It's less than 20.
Right. It is.
It's like-
I have a computer. What am I doing?
I think it's 19.
That would sound very correct.
Yeah. But nonetheless, during these 19 games, I need to see that. And I need to see effort
Yes.
from everyone. Like we are in the playoffs now.
Oh yeah.
This 2 seed is going to go down like the playoffs. Next Friday, big game against the Lakers.
Yep.
I mean, that might be the first game that you guys'
I know.
little one gets
I
to
know.
watch.
Or hear me scream about.
Yeah. Mom, why is dad so mad? Okay. So any last thoughts on Nuggets and how we need to go moving forward? Any last thoughts on the last 7? Any last thoughts on just this season, how we're feeling? Because I'm not feeling great. I actually feel better because I'm here talking to you,
Yeah.
but it also helps to vent with someone.
The way we perform the last 7 makes me nervous for the next 5.
Yes.
Just because it doesn't get easier and it's not the same and it gets harder. If you look at our schedule.
Yeah. Was it next weekend? We have a back-to-back in Oklahoma City.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Oh, that's
What?
Tomorrow
and-
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow, man. OKC's our next game.
Oh my god.
And then I think, don't we go to Minnesota? Or do we have
Yes, we go to Minnesota.
And then
We go to the Lakers, or the Lakers come here.
Yeah, and then we play the Wizards,
Mhm.
who beat us.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Like-
Right. They're 1-0 on us this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. I mean, this week will be a huge
Oh.
measuring stick for how this team is going to be going into the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, it can also make or break our seeding.
100%.
It's
Look at the Rockets,
it's not
dude.
the most important thing,
Yeah.
but it's pretty important.
Look at the Rockets and the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
I thought those were going to be our 2 main battles for the 2 seed.
Mhm.
Now they're like, I just want to stay in the top 6.
Yep.
I mean, the Lakers, man, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Nico Williams has an offshore account that was paid to by
Yeah.
Genie Bus. I swear.
Something, man.
Yeah.
Something. There's
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to talk. You and I got to go see something really cool on Tuesday night called Bounce Pass, which is a play on password.
that thing at Paramount.
The thing at Paramount. That's what we refer to it as. But Leo and I are going to play a quick game of that, and then yeah. Anyway, we'll be right back. Everybody, welcome back to Nuggets Hustle. This episode really talked about a lot of issues you and I are feeling with this team that I'm sure that even Michael Malone is feeling. Most fans are feeling.
Even the players.
Yes.
Yeah.
A good thing that you and I got to do was this week go to the Paramount thing, which is also known as
Bounce Pass.
Bounce Pass. It's a thing I guess you get to do every year. Last year they did something similar, I guess.
Yeah.
But some of the players played password in front of all, season ticket holder fans, which was really cool. And we got that pretzel and cheese.
Oh, Donnie, there's something about free snacks. When that F word is thrown around, oh my goodness, I turn into a heathen. I knew. So when you and April were in the bathroom,
Yep.
I was like scoping it out, because I'm a scoper.
Yeah.
And I see something I know April's going to want. And I see something I know you're going to want. And I see about 40 things that I want. And so right away, I'm like, if they're not back, I'm going to look like a horrible person because you were allowed to take whatever you wanted. And
Yeah.
I was going to order for all 3 of us.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're not going to get back in line.
Yeah.
Because there are X amount of pretzels.
Yes.
And I was like, we're not missing out again.
No.
We missed out last year.
Oh.
We're not missing out.
That's a travesty.
It was. It was. So it was awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Weez.
Weezer.
It was awesome when we found out that when I saw that you guys were coming back because I'm like, I don't know if I have enough hands for this.
Yeah.
And
Just start eating.
Oh my goodness. Those pretzels. It was
That cheese.
it was like they were made by the hand of God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If the hand of God is a process lab,
Yeah.
that's what it
It's
is.
almost as if the Pillsbury Doughboy was there.
Yeah. Amazing. Anyway, thank you, Nuggets, for doing that. That was
Yeah,
fun.
it was great. And dude, just to be able to grab snacks
Yeah,
and
we gotta
say,
we
I'll
gotta see.
take a Pepsi, I'll take a Blue Moon, I'll
Yeah,
take,
right. It
I'll
felt
take
like
a
we were at a
Gatorade.
game, but I wasn't pulling out my card for a
No.
$20 beer.
Oh my goodness, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then of course, we get our snacks and we find our seats
Dude,
and we have to
someone
sit there for 9 years.
someone canceled. You were totally right.
They had to have. By the time Spencer Jones got there,
Yep.
I don't.
Spencer Jones filled in. He
Yeah.
was one of the players. But we got to see Fat Lever. That was kind of cool.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Bill Hanslick.
Bill Hanslick, that mustache needs.
Dude.
That is just that. It's a national monument.
It's timeless.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. So feeding on that, we're gonna play password.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We're gonna do 3 of them. I'm gonna give you a category.
Okay.
This category is shocking for this podcast. It's called Mile High Basketball.
Is it just pro?
Yes.
Or do I? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nuggets Mile High Basketball. We'll call it that.
Okay. Okay.
The password is. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my first word. I have to give you a 1-word hint.
Okay.
And you have to guess. Okay. Half court shot.
Rocky.
Oh no! Time out. Yes, that is it. I'm supposed to only say
Nice.
1 word.
Oh.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad. Well, it's all right. It's okay. We'll go to. I got 2 more. Oh, this one's kind of hard actually. Venue.
Ballerina.
Lock it up. Last one. Goat.
Nikola Jokic.
Honestly, I thought this would be harder.
Donny, what do you mean? Donny, come on, man.
Okay.
The problem is that we know this topic.
Yes. I'll make a hard one here since we messed up the Rocky one. Okay. Wins.
Win or wind?
Wins. Like WINS.
Oh, Doug Moe.
Uh-uh.
Oh, Malone.
Yes.
Malone. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Malone has it. It's not no longer Doug Moe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well done.
Oh,
Well
okay.
done.
Okay.
That was fun.
Wins. Okay, that was fun. That was fun, Donny.
Yeah, but you and I would have crushed it on
Oh
that
my
stage.
gosh, that was so-
You and I would have just crushed it.
the
Yeah. There was some up there that I'm just like, how?
yeah.
How?
Every public event, Russell Westbrook needs to be a part of it. And that stupid fan, that was so annoying.
Yeah, he needs to shut his mouth.
Yeah, and I'm like, it didn't even make sense.
No.
Because do you feel like Russ doesn't pass?
No.
I feel like Russ
He's
is
a
one of our best
triple-double.
passers.
He's got the most triple doubles in the history of the NBA.
Yeah. Or maybe, and then it got me thinking, okay, so backstory. For
Yes,
everybody.
yes.
When we're there, Russ was joking around with the crowd and getting the crowd into it, and this stupid idiot.
You could pass if you didn't have a good hint, you could pass to the other team.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you for and this idiot said, did he say you never pass?
Yes, because Russell Wilson said pass, and then it got kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And this guy stands up or whatever and just goes, "You never pass." And Russ clearly heard it.
Yeah.
And Russ did not look happy, and I don't blame him.
And he stayed professional with it.
He
I
did.
thought, and I just wanted to be like, dude,
Yeah.
what do you watch the games?
Yeah.
You have to be a season ticket holder to be here.
Yeah.
Like, have you been to any of them?
I was just about to say. Yeah.
Like, if anything, I feel like he tries to pass too much sometimes.
Yes.
Like the fancy passing.
100%.
Go to the basket pro.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we are good. We were great at that, bro. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Just saying. Next year, Altitude Sports. If you want to we could be a ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want real journalists.
Password sharks over here.
Absolutely.
Anyway, any last words, any last thoughts? Tonight or tomorrow night, we are going into a doubleheader with Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Which again is going to be very telling of this team.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we are 100% healthy.
Yeah.
Which is good timing. Hopefully, it stays that way. So we are, we don't have the excuse of injuries.
Yeah.
We're going to see what this team's made of.
I am super excited to see it, and 2 really good teams going at it, man.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you for being here, buddy.
My man.
Let's go get some lunch.
Let's go get some lunch.
All right. Remind the people for us.
Everyone, please do not forget to show some hus. Go Nuggets.
But what about Joker and Murray? Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. If you got respect for the game, it's time that you put some respect on the name. Joker and Murray and Joker, a duo that cannot be tamed. You got seconds on the clock. There go Murray with the shot. Yeah, that's a Murray flurry in a hurry. Came to get what all you got. Everybody showing some hugs. It's in the color we trust. But you gotta have an MP jump shot, leaving the competition in the dust. Come up in the Mile High City, never coming down like AG50. You looking at a squad full of champions. Tell me now, ain't that nifty? Not talking about Boa, but Rocky gon' show up and give all the fans what they love. If there's a rim in vicinity, there ain't no question, gotta stay above. Them boys from the 5280 gon' pull up and always be about a bucket. In case you confused, yeah, you know what to do. I'm talking about the different nuggets. You heard of Magic and Bird, you heard of Shaq and Kobe, you heard of Jordan and Pippen. But what about Joker and Murray? Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. You heard of Magic and Bird, you heard of Shaq and Kobe, you heard of Jordan and Pippen. But what about Joker and Murray? Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Why so serious? Coming from Milwaukee, talking triple-double. Seems like we've been a problem, causing trouble ever since we left the bubble. They heard of an arrow that's green. We talking about Oliver Queen, but blue is the new one, he's reigning supreme. You can hate but check the ring. Never underestimate the heart of a champion, it's Mike Malone. You could come for 7 but have your bags, gotta know you going home. You coming to play at the altitude, you better get your O2 ready, cause it's gonna be a breathtaking experience, and you know we're gonna rock steady. Yeah, you heard of Magic and Bird and Jordan and Pippen and all the big threes. But what's it gonna take for these people to see that they should hop on and believe? We ain't content, so you better think twice if you think that we stopping at one. You dealing with Joker and Murray, don't worry, the fun is only just begun. You heard of Magic and Bird, you heard of Shaq and Kobe, you heard of Jordan and Pippen. But what about Joker and Murray? Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray. Joker and Murray.